All right, another movie review with plenty of spoilers. In fact, the whole review will be filled with spoilers. So, if you want to watch this movie, then I suggest that you do not watch my review first because I'll be exposing the whole movie. But if in case you are like me who likes to watch a movie review before watching the movie, read everything about it, and then decide, then okay, go ahead. But one thing I would tell you is the movies that I review are the movies that I really like. So I loved this one right off the bat. I'm telling you, I love this one. So if you're waiting for me to tell you whether you should or shouldn't watch it, please stop everything, go run to the movie theater, or if you can get this, order it, watch it. Okay. Um, right off the bat, the minute I found my favorite director, Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, see, I got his name right. Very difficult to pronounce. Okay. Guillermo del Toro. No, Guillermo el del Toro movies. Okay. The minute I found out that he is directing this movie, I was like, nothing doing. I'm going to watch it. Because every movie of his, except Pinocchio, I've not seen it. Hellboy, Blade 2, Shape of Water, Mimic, then Pacific Rim. Who can forget Pacific Rim? And oh, the immaculate Pan's Labyrinth. You can check the screen as I speak about it. These are the movies which you must watch. I mean, I don't know which planet you're living on if you don't see these movies. Okay, masterpieces. Masterpiece is not is just an understatement. I mean, what I like about his movies is the theme, which is very common, and that is they're very dark, they're very spooky, they're very it's more like fantasy horror, and he doesn't try to make it like he doesn't try to whitewash it and make it very nice or appealing. Like if there is someone stabbing someone, he will make it very ugly. He will make it like very real. It's not a clean cut. It'll be like at the most unpredictable places. And what I love best is when he shows you something that is dark, gothic horror, he will mix the human element. Like, for example, the best example I can give you is Pan's Labyrinth. The movie has so many twists and turns in that movie. It's totally unpredictable. And it's like Alice in Wonderland, but each and every creature looks and sounds like human. And he tries to bring the most horrific bit. It's like the creature has no eyes, and then he has to pluck the eyes and put it on his hand and then look like this. I don't know. Do I have it on the screen? Yeah, this one. It's so he tries to make it as scary as possible, and every creature that he creates, you will never forget that creature. In fact, if you can go to YouTube and type out Guillermo del Toro, Pan's Labyrinth, designing the creatures, that itself is a masterpiece. And another thing which you will realize if you're a fan of his, all his set pieces, okay, all the it's not CGI, it's not like Avatar. Like here, you can see on the screen, every creature, even the studio he makes it as real as possible, which really shoots up the cost for the movie. In fact, this is Frankenstein, right? The makeup, I'm pretty sure you must have read it. The makeup itself took 10 hours for this actor. I mean, to sit 10 hours just to get makeup. And here, have a look at the creatures. The creature itself it's not real, obviously, but they make it as real as possible, like the skin and everything. Here, you can have a look at the prosthetics. I mean, it's crazy, man. So if you have a weak stomach, this is not a movie for you. Very gory. Oh my goodness. If you like blood and gore, like the horror movie Hostel, this is a movie you must watch and put it high on your list. I mean, you're going to go crazy if you watch this movie. I love the practical effects, yes, with CGI, but it's very, very realistic. In fact, the lab in itself, the way he created the lab, that itself was like, oh my goodness, a place like this exists. Have a look at this. Waiting for the image to load. See the costume designs, like the way it was so beautiful. I love the color combinations. Have a look at this. Everything is white except the costume of the mother, which is bright red, and it really jumps out. The way he contrasts those colors is you can't believe it. It's like, what the hell is going on, you know? And he's a master at storytelling. Every costume design, every practical effect, he has really put his heart and soul into it. So. And I'll tell you, the way he was cutting the body parts to assemble this creature. If you have a weak stomach, I'm telling you again, don't watch this movie. And by the way, this is that handsome actor who transformed himself into the Frankenstein. This is a video. I don't want a video, sorry. But I'll tell you this, it shows his dedication. Just imagine having to sit for nearly 10 hours on the makeup. Here's the guy. Okay. So coming to the movie, his central theme is dark Gothic horror with emotions. He tries to make it as relatable as possible. Oh, the cinematography. Yeah, the wide angle shots. It's I don't know. Obviously, has used CGI, but the long shots are so beautiful. It's breathtaking, and because I have a 27-inch monitor and I sit very close, like you really immerse yourself when you're watching those scenes. I don't know, for some reason, he knows how to make the audience enjoy his movies. His movies are a visual treat. Coming to the characters, Victor, this guy, oh, very stylish, very, very stylish. And true to what his word was, he tried to make Victor the mad scientist, not like a nerdy guy, not like someone who doesn't take care of himself, but he made him very stylish. In his own words, he tried to make him like a rock star, David Bowie, Mick Jagger, and other rock stars. And, with his hairstyle and the way he would present himself, you would actually feel this guy is a rock star. And Oscar Isaac, I remember I saw him first in Star Wars, then in Dune. Not very big fan of his. I used to think, he's average, but this movie, he nails it so brilliantly. I've started to admire the effort that he put. Maybe I'll rewatch his movies just to see, just evaluate him in a different light. Then that guy who was the Frankenstein, Jacob, what? Elordi, Jacob Elordi, the scary monster. Here's the funny thing: I didn't find him very scary. I found him. Obviously, it's because the director wanted him to be very relatable. So he didn't come across scary, but the depth in his eyes, the way the director showed his face, especially his eyes, when he tried to make people feel afraid that he's getting angry, his eyes would glow like bright red as if it's a monster. But otherwise, if you look at it, you'd feel very sorry for him. You'd really feel like, the guy's going through a lot of pain. And hats off to the director and the actor. They did a very good job. It seems that there was another actor for the role, that was Andrew Garfield. Garfield, yeah, of Spider-Man. After months of agreeing that he would take on this role, finally he said no, and they had to redo the whole process because the prosthetics had to fit his face. The storyline is very deep. It is like Victor, who is the main, I don't know, character, or you can't call him a hero. He yearns for his father's approval, and his father is like a hardcore disciplinarian who wants him to be the world's best doctor. And there's a kind of like, fanatic extremism that he has, whereby if he doesn't memorize all the body parts and the nerve endings and, everything of the human anatomy, he gets beaten. And because the father is tired that he's not up to the mark, the father, who is like in that character, he plays almost like he's 60 years old, he hits him on the face. So because, like he says, if I hit you on the hand, you'll forget. But if I hit you on the face, your vanity, your pride, it will hurt you to see your face, and then you will really focus on being the best. So a very dark, sinister father, just like a predator Badlands. The father is very evil. And then when he loses his mother, who he loves very much, that is where the actual story starts taking place, whereby he decides, I'm going to be the world's best, and I'm going to bring to life something that is dead. And he plays it very well. I kind of liked it very much. He challenges the status quo. He challenges the religious beliefs. He goes against the entire world for this. The female who is played by Elizabeth, I wouldn't say her performance was like world class or something that you'd never forget. See, have a look at the set pieces. This is all real, huh? Like amazing set pieces. I really had to dig out to find these beautiful. Just imagine and see the cinema shot. This is all very real. Even the angel that he brings up, very scary, very realistic. Huh? The effects that he put. So I was talking to you about the female. Here, have a look at this. When his mother dies, you see everything is black and white, but the mother is like bright red. Here you can't make out the color. So I felt that she did a good job. Here's the actor, and you can see the 10 hours of makeup on his face. I know everything is random. Everything is going back and forth. Trying to find out where she is, man. Okay. Anyway, I liked her role in the movie. I thought she did pretty good justice to the role. She plays a dual role. I think she also plays the mother. So kudos to her for doing that very well. Elizabeth was played by Mia Goth. Let me see if I can get you a nice photograph of her. Yeah, So I showed some of the photographs of her dress. I can't seem to find out where it is. So she played it pretty well. I like the costumes that were given to her. Very colorful, like the green really stood out. The costume design was really great. And she kind of portrayed herself to be very loving and caring. Overall, the story is whereby the twist in the end is the real monster is not Frankenstein, it is Victor, because he wanted to make sure that he was able to prove his father wrong. And the actual victim was the monster, the Frankenstein. So I would say this falls as per your expectations of Guillermo del Toro. Del Toro, let me call him Del Toro. It's amazing. It's a movie that I'm going to keep in my library and watch again. In fact, I was very tempted to see Pan's Labyrinth again. The only drawback that I felt throughout this movie was the creature who's supposed to be flesh and bones. When Victor tries to kill him, he gives him an explosive in his hand. When it explodes, obviously, when something explodes, your flesh and bones all scatter. So this guy is still holding it. He just gets a little burn, and I felt that was a major drawback. How does his flesh grow back? How does his bones grow back? How does he heal? How is that kind of magic formula there? And if the director Del Toro wanted it to be like realistic, that it grows, it should take at least, let's say, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, or at least 1 week. In this, it is more like after the explosion, hand grows back, and that I felt was a little major drawback of the movie. Otherwise, everything else was perfect. This is a movie you must watch if you like dark Gothic horror. And if you're a fan of Del Toro's work, man, there's no comparison, there's no question. But yeah, let me tell you, it is very gory, it is very scary, and it's not for people with a very sensitive stomach. So having said that, watch the movie. I give it a perfect 10 out of 10. I loved it. So if you guys know any other movie that is worth watching and worth looking at like this, comment down below and let me know. If you watched the movie, what did you think? All right, good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off. Yeah, bye.